Hello everyone, 皆さん、こんにちは。大志です。Welcome to my Japanese grammar lesson. Today we're going to be learning combined particles. So we've already learned quite a lot of particles like wa, ma, ga, no, kara, mare, like, things like that. So in this lesson, we're going to how to combine them, how to use them together in sentences. So you might think there are so many particles. So if you can combine them, how many combination can there be? You might be a little bit scared of that, but actually not all the particles can be combined anyway, and obviously some combinations are more often used than others. And so in this lesson, we're going to be learning just two patterns, two combination patterns that tend to appear a lot in sentences. So let's get to it. So the title says focus particle what animal. So I'm going to be explaining this focus particle term later. So let's see the examples first. Okay. 私はお母さんには手紙を書きます。Okay. So お母さん丸手紙 letter 書く write. So if you ignore this word first, what would it be? So as we've learned already, this need can be okay, so let's try this first. 手紙を書く means write a letter, right? And this is mother. So you can see this お母さん mother is the target of this this verb to write a letter. Okay, so if I ignore this word particle, the translation will be I will write a letter to my mother. Okay. So what does this why imply? So we've already learned that what sometimes has the function of imply something, implying that there are some other possibilities, there are some other cases that are not included here. So in this case, this what implies that uh, he or she may not like a letter to other people. So yeah, this kind of implication is included in what. But in the previous lesson, I mentioned that this wa does not necessarily have this implication. It depends on the context. But when combined this way, it basically always has this kind of implication. Because so, let me explain a little bit. Yes, I written this little document myself. I hope this is visible. So yeah. So let's review the main function of particle wa. So the main function topic particle. So the example is 東京は人が多いです. So this translation will be as for Tokyo because Tokyo is the topic of the sentence and 人が多い people are many or maybe there are a lot of people. So yeah, no more natural translation will be in Tokyo. There are a lot of people. But yeah, this is how topic particle works. Basically, you can translate it as ask for something. And in other cases, 私は田中です means uh, as for me, I'm Tanaka. In this case, you can just simply say, I am Tanaka, because in this case, the topic happens to be the subject of the sentence as well. So it happens means that the topic doesn't is not always a subject of the sentence, like in this case. In this case, Tokyo is not really a subject. Subject is people. So yeah, this is how how the main function of what topic particle is. And then in this lesson, in this article, so this term is used, focus particle. So you can say this way, what has two functions actually, not just topic particle, but there's other function as well. So let's see the example. Maybe we've already seen a very similar example too, but let's review it. 私は走りません。友達は走ります。Okay. And this means the translation will be simply like I will not run, or my friend will run. Okay. But so as I said, this was has implication that there will be other cases. So it's more like there may be other cases, but I don't know about other cases. But this kind of implication is included in this wa. Okay, then so if you look more closely, the first wa, 私は走りません. This wa implies that there may be someone else who is going to run. I personally I'm not going to run, but though I don't know about others. Just this is the first sentence. And in second sentence, this wa 友達は走ります. This one means that there may be someone else who is not going to run, but my friend at least is going to run, as far as I'm concerned. This is what the sentence implies. And in this case, uh, because it comes after 私は走りません, so obviously the other case, someone who is not going to run. In this case is 私. Okay, so not always it's not always the speaker is certain uh, about where there is an example or not. So the implication is there may be other possibilities. Okay. So yeah, but as I said in our episode, this what that is not always does not always have this kind of implication. So like this, so when it is just a topic particle, it just has you know this this meaning as for Tokyo. But in depending on the context, it can have this kind of implication. So depending on the context, it can become a focus particle. For example, so maybe if you say 東京は人が多いです. If you're talking to your friends about maybe your hometowns or something, and your friends already said introduce their hometown, and then now it's your turn, and if you say Tokyo wa hito ga oii desu, if you say like um if you say this in the kind of context, there will be this kind of implication that other cities may not be like that. In other cities, people are not so many. Hmm. So yeah, so it's completely depending on the context. But but when it is combined with other particles like this, no kasan niwa, it basically um, pretty much always works as focus particle. So um, always has this kind of implication that there may be other cases. Because if you think about it, this in this sentence there is no need to add what so that the sentence is complete. Even though it does not why it already makes sense. Like お母さんに手紙を書く. I write a letter to my mother. This already makes sense. So if you add what, that means that you have some sort of intention. There has to be some sort of clear intention. So there will, um, you know, inevitably be some sort of implication behind it. Okay, I hope I made myself clear enough. Um, and this is how it is. So this wa always implies that there may be other cases. Okay, that's how it is. So let's see more examples to make your understanding clear. 私はお母さんにも手紙を書きます。Okay, so this is in this case more is used here. So you also learned that the more also has some sort of implication. And the more the implication is that there may be other cases, other similar cases to these cases. Rather than in this case, お母さんには手紙を書く means like there may be other exception, you know, cases not like this. Like if you say お母さんにも手紙を書きます, it implies that they will write a letter to, they probably write a letter to other people as well. Okay. So this is how more works here. This is more understandable too. Basically, more is kind of working like also too as well. Yeah. So how about this one? 私は学校には行きます。学校には行きます。Okay, so 学校 school 行く go. So if I ignore what, this means I go to school. Okay. But yeah, so but if we add what, just will be some implication added that he or she won't go to other places. Yeah, right. So because I don't know other about other places, but at least I go to school. So this is what sentence implies. Okay. So if you say on the other hand, if you say 私は学校にも行きます. So this will mean so in this case, more implies you are going to other places too. So the translation will be I will go to school too. I will also go to school. Okay, so first, so we've seen the combination with ni, but the other combinations are possible too. 私はケンとは握手する。握手します。Ken is a name. 握手 is shaking hands. So 握手する means to shake hands. Okay. So if I ignore word first, it means I will shake hands with Ken. So if I add what, there's going to be some sort of implication that they won't, they don't really want to shake hands with other people. But at least with Ken, I'm willing to shake hands with him. So this is the meaning behind it. Okay, so and again, if you say Ken とも握手する, it means I will shake hands with Ken too. So let's say another combination. This time using the location of action. Okay. By the way, so just for reviewing to in here, this particle is function as a partner marker. So here Ken is a partner of shaking hands. Yeah, so this one プールでは泳ぎます。Okay. Pool is pool, 泳ぐ is to swim. And so there is a marker of location action. So first ignore what the sentence will be I will swim in the pool. And again, so it implies that he or she is not really willing to swim in other places, but that at least I'm okay with swimming in the pool. And if you say プールでも泳ぎます, again it means I will swim in the pool too. And I'm okay with swimming in some other places too. Okay, so we already seen wa and mo can be combined with other particles, but not all particles can be combined with them. So examples are particle ga and wo. You can only say リンゴが、リンゴがも美味しいです。when you want to say an apple is also delicious. So instead you need to say リンゴも美味しいです。 So in this case, like uh, basically, okay. So let's move on this one too. So how about you when you want to say you want I will eat an apple too. So you might want to say okay. So first object particle is war. So using object particle war, I'm going to make a sentence. リンゴを食べる and we're gonna add the particle focus particle more and say リンゴをも食べる. But this also doesn't work. So instead you need to say リンゴも食べる食べます. So you might wonder why that is, but basically it's better to think that simply in these cases ga and wo are dropped. This is a depressing, but I think dropping makes more sense because originally it must have been like this, constantly how each how how each of the definitions are. So because it's kind of messy to say, messy to pronounce, リンゴがも美味しい it's kind of awkward to say. So because of that, and the meaning will be clear because of the context. So in this case, we can simply drop が and を and we say リンゴも美味しい。リンゴも食べる。Like that. So yeah. So this actually happens a lot in Japanese. I think this happens in English or other languages too. But when it's kind of harder to pronounce, simply some letters just simply drop hmm, to make it easier to say. Okay, so let's see another pattern here. Known plus particle, no plus known. Known. Okay. Okay, so before I add in some explanation, I'm going to look at examples first. Okay, so 図書館で勉強する、勉強します。Okay, and so let's see this one. Let's read this one too. 図書館での勉強. So, okay, first one is 図書館 library で location of action 勉強する to study. So this means I will study in the library. And so basically the concept is like how to turn this sentence into a noun. You know. So so basically you want to rephrase this sentence into this way, studying in the library. So how to do it? So this is the concept of this item here. So to rephrase this sentence, you need to say 図書館での勉強. Because we already learned that no has a function of a modifier. You know, if you use no coupled with another noun, you can turn it into some sort of like adjective. Like we've learned that 木の椅子 kino is means chair of wood, but you can also interpret it as wooden chair. So ki on its own is wood, but if you say kino, it can mean wooden. So no has this kind of function, modifying, turning a noun into kind of like pseudo adjective. And it can also be coupled with another particle. Well, or so to say, adverb here. So if it's 図書館で this part on its own means like in the library. Right? So because there itself is a marker of the location of action. So 図書館で means in the library. And by adding no, you can even turn the adverb phrase into an adjective phrase. So 図書館での勉強 means so to say maybe it's going to be like kind of like this. 図書館で if we only say this, I mean like this, so by adding no, it basically turn this phrase into an adjective, into an adjective. So basically, it's going to be kind of like this in the library, you know, hyphenated altogether. This is a concept. Hmm. So any Japanese beginners would want to say, like, you can simply say 図書館で勉強 because 勉強 on its own is studying. So, so simply 図書館で勉強 we can this will mean studying in the library. But that's not how it works in Japanese. We say 図書館で勉強 it basically means like incomplete sentence of trying to say I study in the library. So when you really want to noun phrase, you want to turn a verb into a noun, you need to do like this using a no. I don't mean this is getting a little bit difficult, so please let me know in the comment if you have any unclear things about this lesson. So okay, let's see more how it is used, how this phrase is used in a sentence. 図書館での勉強は効果的だ、効果的です。Okay, so as we already seen, 図書館での勉強, this phrase it means studying in the library, right? And what says topic marker and 効果的だ, 効果的だ that means to be effective. Okay, so studying in the library is effective. So in this case, what this topic is also the subject of the sentence. This is how you use. So in this, as I said again, 図書館で勉強は効果的だ、効果的です。This is not a correct sentence. You need to say 図書館での勉強。So let's see more examples. So 大阪へ旅行する、します。Okay, 旅行 means to travel. 大阪 is 大阪。So this means I'll travel to Osaka. And so how do you turn into noun phrase? It's gonna be simply add no here and remove this little part. It's also called Osaka への旅行. Okay. Traveling to Osaka, travel to Osaka. So how about this one? 彼女と結婚するします。What does it means? I will get married to my girlfriend or get married to my girlfriend. So you want to turn this sentence into a noun phrase. It's gonna be 彼女との結婚. Okay. 彼女との結婚. So okay. So I'm sorry. About this, お母さんから手紙をもらいます。So this one in this case, kara is source of action. I believe this is a term. And tegami letter morau means to receive. So I receive a letter from my mother. This is a sentence. So how would you turn this into noun phrase? So basically, that's the rules are basically the same. Just add no between the particle and noun and お母さんからの手紙 and remove the verb part. Yeah, so it's basically もらう receiving is kind of like if you say from my mother, it obviously means like a letter you receive from your mother. So you can simply omit this もらいます part. Okay, so another example. 5時まで仕事をします。 Okay. So 5時、5 o'clock, 5 p.m., or potentially 5 a.m. if it's a very, you know, hard working workplace. For anyways, for Monday, this translation will be until. 仕事 is to work, so I work until 5 o'clock. So that no version of this sentence is 5時までの仕事。Okay. And we've seen some quite a bit of combinations of no plus other particles, but again, there are some particles that cannot be combined, like ni, wa, mo, ga. Yeah, they can, and oka. Oh no, you cannot really do that. You must say like ni may be able to combine with no, just like a. But actually you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. So you really want to like combine ni with no. Instead you use a, and you say no. So even if original sentence was like 大阪に旅行に行きます。大阪に旅行、大阪、大阪に旅行する。you need to replace ni with a, and then you say 大阪への旅行。Because, I don't know the exact reason, but probably 大阪にの旅行 is kind of hard to pronounce. にの旅行 is kind of awkward to say. I think that is the reason. But anyway, so that is the case. We don't really say にの something. So, okay, so let's see another example of combination. Known phrase with the particle kara and made. And yeah, so this example. 冬は12月から3月までが寒いです。Okay. So kara and made, this, as we've seen, this means from A to B. Okay. So 冬, as for the冬は as for the winter, 12月から from, so 12月 is November because it's the 12th month of the year. And 3月 is March because it's the third month of the year. From November to March. Okay, so this is on this first. 寒いです。It's cold. Okay. So, yeah, it's cold. So in English, it can be a sentence even without translating this part. But this ga means like this has a function of turning this from A to B part into a noun. You know. Because like kind of like it's kind of like that. So from uh basically you imagine like if you say from November to March, this phrase on its own is kind of like adverb, you know. You can only say you can that it doesn't really function as anything like adjective or noun. So but by adding ga here, it means like timeline, a time range. This means will be like the time range from November to March, you know. So this is how it works. So this is more examples to make to try to make more sense from this of this. 日本語は5ページから9ページまでを勉強します。So again, 日本語、topic as for Japanese 5ページから9ページまで。So it means from from page 5 to page 9. In Japanese, we say like basically number plus something and like to say n something. 5ページから9、so 5 page means page 9 or the fifth page. From page 5 to page 9. And first ignore this wall and look at this one to study. I will study. So as for Japanese, I will study it um, from I study from page 5 to page 9. Mm. So this is kind of obscure. You might think from this also kind of makes sense as English sentence too, but grammatically just from page 5 to page 9 has to be adverb, right? But if by adding a word here, it can again this um or another particle here, this kara to made, kara and made phrase, it can become noun. うん、So 5ページから9ページまでを can be the range from the page 5 to page 9. そうですね。example 宿題は5時から10時まででスルーします。Okay, 宿題 homework. As for the homework 5時から10時まで。from 5 p.m. or I don't know, maybe a.m. but probably p.m. from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So let's ignore this day. I will do. And in this case, it's like yeah, as we already learned, like they can be attached a sort of time range, and then can imply the period of time. But again, simply addingからA から B まで with simply combining there with A から B まで you can also mean this way, you know. So so again, this part is not a noun, but it can also be combined with another particle. In this case, like I would do as for the homework, I would do it within the range of um, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Just like this. Okay, so that's the basics. And another side, as a side note, um, you can also omit this, ga or de as well. So yeah, this is kind of side note, and I think as a beginner, it's better to not really omit these articles, but so it is kind of good to keep that in mind at least. Yes, this kind of omission as well. So I'm not going into the advanced topic for today. So maybe for another lesson someday. So let's wrap it up. Wrap up this lesson. So okay, we've already learned that today we've learned this. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Um, how focus particle one and more works with other particles, and how the particle no can modify another phrase into a noun, and we also learn how to combine kara and made with other particles as well. So this is it for today's lesson. Yeah, it's a bit hard to explain this time. So please let me know if you have any questions, comment, requests. Thank you so much for always, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson. See you.